Other news now, he's barely an adult, and today he'll be answering to charges connected to a double murder.
An 18-year-old Fall River man arrested Friday in connection with the killing of 2 people in Griffin Park last week. He's going to be arraigned this morning. And Erica Ritchie is joining us now with a look ahead. Erica?
And Danielle, one of those victims, just 14 years old, 18-year-old Jeremy Holmes, this morning expected to go before a judge here in Fall River District Court to answer to several firearms violations. But so far, guys, he's not been charged with murder. Now, the scene played out outside of Griffin Park here in Fall River Tuesday afternoon of last week. Fall River police responding to reports of shots fired, arriving to find 29-year-old Jovan Antonio Mills and 14-year-old Miguel Senhoro suffering from gunshot wounds. They were rushed to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. Officers rushed to begin an investigation and track down the gunman, and that led them to the Boston Marriott Hotel in Burlington around 8:15 Friday night, where they apprehended Jeremy Holmes, who the prosecution is expected to ask a judge this morning to hold for a dangerousness hearing.
It's got to stop. You know, they bring the worst to this neighborhood, and this park is for the kids.
It's a tragedy and something we don't need in the city anywhere.
Like some other neighborhoods in Fall River, it's had its issues, but a lot of good people live up here.
And tonight, those good people, those who live in the Corky Row neighborhood here in Fall River, have been invited by the mayor to come together and discuss this most recent crime that's plagued their neighborhood and some other quality of life issues that they may have. We'll talk more about what's expected at that meeting tonight coming up at next half hour. For now, live in Fall River, I'm Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
It was a double murder that shook the streets of Fall River last week. One of the victims, an 8th grader. In the city this morning, a man connected to the crime set to face a judge tonight. Neighborhood where this happened plans to make sure it never happens again. Erica Ritchie live outside of Fall River District Court this morning with more.
And Patrick, it'll be inside this courtroom here that this crime will be dealt with legally and methodically through the judicial system. But it'll be in the Corky Row neighborhood later tonight where the murders took place will be dealt with emotionally and strategically by the people directly affected by it. Now, it was last Tuesday in Griffin Park near that area there that this scene played out that you see here. 29-year-old Jovan Antonio Mills and 14-year-old Miguel Senhoro were shot and killed. A third person still recovering from a gunshot wound. Last Friday, police arrested 18-year-old Jeremy Holmes of Fall River at a hotel in Burlington, Mass. and charged him with several firearms violations. He's set to answer to those charges this morning here in Fall River District Court. But tonight is when the heart of the community beats. The mayor calling a meeting in the Corky Row neighborhood with residents, state and local officials, and with police to talk about the recent violence and to listen to their concerns. After all, as you mentioned, Patrick, one of the victims, just an 8th grader at Resiliency Prep Academy here in the city.
It is always a tragedy when street violence enters into our lives and takes away a promising future of a young child. We always have to say this is the worst of who we are and we have to do better. So this entire community needs to come together.
And tonight's neighborhood meeting is scheduled for 6 o'clock at the Corky Row Club on 3rd Street here in Fall River. All are welcome to attend. That's the latest live in Fall River this morning. I'm Erica Ritchie, 12 News.